Nigga, they brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these. I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city. Give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get this to about the 38. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they would be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And room there to work it inside the 25. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Murray now. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Bears at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyquan Thornton. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Lou Headley now. Fielded at about the 28. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Ritter now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Ritter. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Ready. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Breaks a tackle, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now again to Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. There he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 28. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's 3rd and 9. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Lou Headley on now to punt the football. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On the ready. Red, cycle. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield.
And it's a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. The Ritter's throw complete there to Rice.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready, ready. Set,
Again, it's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Trouble, 38.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here we go with Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On second down, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He finds his man complete. It's Hammond. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Ritter back to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon against Williams. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Well, now they'll try the end around. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready up.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready?
Ritter.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. The throw to the middle, taken in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. They'll check this one down to Taylor.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now Ritter.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Here's Ritter. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill, and it's very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here we go.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's got it down to the 28.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Okay. Right.
2nd and 6 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back.